Yo, what is up, guys?
What the fuck is going on?
Hope y'all enjoying your day. We're here with the homie Juan over here.
Yes, special guest Juan Perez, very first person.
First person on
Welcome
the
to the show.
Thank you.
We got your boy Kike, Oscar. Welcome to All It Takes Podcast.
What's good? Thank you guys for having me.
Yes, bro. Thank you for being on the show. Honestly, like first person, bro.
First person, I'm excited, man.
This is the guy who pretty much helped us get where we. He's the whole vision behind this, bro.
True.
Not really.
Yeah, he kind of is, bro. He started his own podcast, which inspired us.
Going with our shit too.
Yes, bro.
No, you guys are the ones with the vision, and I just helped you.
Yes, but from seeing and then now doing was all from you.
Oh, true. Well,
I learned how to screen print from this guy.
True.
Be a little bitch sometimes, but you know, he's cool. He's cool, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, bro.
yeah, we can all be little bitches sometimes.
Nah, I don't know about all that, bro. It is, bro. I know it's so true.
Class is 2014.
2014.
You graduated 14?
5 years ago now.
5 years ago? Yeah. Damn. Time flies, bro. It's gonna be 4 years for me. I know 4 years for you.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro.
I'm getting older.
This shit sucks, dude. Honestly, bro.
How was like when you graduated high school? How was like after
The transition.
the
Yeah.
transition from like not being in high school anymore to like real life, pretty much.
I think you just need to learn to. I mean, you have two options. You can either go to school or you can go to work.
All right.
And if you don't really want to do either, it's kind of, or you don't know if you want to do either, it's kind of hard because you have to really learn to manage your time wisely. I think personally.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, some people don't. So.
And people struggle with, like, once, like, they do get out of high school, they're like,
Yeah,
Don't really know
all
what
this
to
time
do.
now, like,
a lot of people don't know what they want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is understandable, you know.
Yeah.
You just gotta be patient, try shit out.
It took me a while, shit, I'll be honest with you, bro.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and things are gonna continue to change as well, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like, you won't be the same person you are
Oh no.
5 years from now.
No, hell no.
Fuck no, bro.
As you weren't the same person
Like-
5 years ago.
Like, if I see myself now in high school, I'm just like, little bitch, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've changed throughout the years. It's crazy from like when I started as a little kid to like how I am now. It's just transition after transition.
Yeah.
He's got to adapt.
Keep growing,
pretty
yeah.
much. Yeah.
And adapting, yeah.
Oh,
Adapt or die.
That's true.
And then you're fucking bringing Toasted back, bro.
Yo, hey.
Toasted. Yo, we want to give a shout out to Toasted. Shout out to the tray.
Toasted tray. Y'all see that right there?
Old merch.
So how did that come along, like Toasted? Like,
How did Toasted come along?
yeah. Well, I know you first started Always, right?
No, I didn't start it. I was kind of a part of it, but that was sort of running the whole thing.
So pretty much you're running that shit, bro.
In a way, come on.
Nah, not really. And in the beginning maybe, but Frankie held it down. So he pretty much reached out to me, and he was trying to get into like the skate scene. So he used me to like cater to other people, I guess.
Okay.
And we kind of started like a whole little skate group out of it, or a skate team. But he didn't really allow me to be as creative as I wanted to be, with designs and everything.
So it's kind of clashing back and forth a little bit.
I mean, it was his, so it wasn't.
Right.
It was.
Oh, so he was putting all the money into it.
Yeah, he was doing everything. You
Okay.
know, I was just there helping, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, not really either. But yeah, he was doing everything. And it got to a point where I was just like, man, fuck this, whatever. I'm gonna just do my own thing.
Yeah.
And you know, started. I guess I think Diego and I, before Toasted even became a thing, we were like, I think Diego came up with it, or someone came up with it, and it was like, got no love for these hoes, so I made a stencil. Well, I kept writing it out.
Yeah.
And then Diego like fucked with it, and we ran with it, and we made this little stencil, and we were putting it all over our grip tapes and shit.
I remember it too. That shit was it was fresh though, like the whole font to it too, like.
Yeah, I wrote that out.
Yeah, that shit was sick.
So yeah, we started off with that, and we low-key sold like I mean, I wouldn't say a lot, but we sold a good amount of shirts, and like people actually fucked with it. We had like 2 runs, and then from there, I think Diego and I just realized that we could kind of do something. You know, like we had potential to do something, and then I think the Always thing happened either before or after that. I'm not sure, and then we started Toasted. And yeah, we were bouncing off names for a minute, and actually got it from the homie Anthony Cornett.
Oh, for real? He gave you the name for it?
Yeah, he's like, oh, you better go get Toasted. And I'm like,
That's a good fucking
that sounds cool.
And I mean, were you trying to make it like So like, what was the whole like view behind Twisted? Like, was it supposed to be like a pot related thing? Like,
not necessarily. I never really wanted to bring like
weed mix into it.
I mean, at least not the fact of like design wise. I didn't want it to be.
Okay.
I tried to keep it very away from that.
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, the collab you did with
You just didn't want to put any kind of weed in.
Yeah. You know, I wanted
so.
the graphics to speak for themselves instead of it just like having pot leaves all over it. Or
Yeah.
whatever, you know?
Because I mean that's simple. Everyone kind of puts a logo and then weed here, weed there.
Yeah.
You want to kind of be original and do your own.
Yeah. Exactly. So, that was like a priority for me mainly. I didn't really want to like scream weed.
Oh, okay.
Because it wasn't necessarily just weed either. You know, like I mean, I don't even smoke that much either. You know, like I occasionally smoke, but no, I smoke like every day, but not as much as a lot of other people. I'll say that.
You smoked a fat blunt before we even started this podcast.
A little bit, not really. I was like a quarter of the way out.
He's like,
But so it was that, and it was just, I guess, a mixture of like my political views, which now I see it's kind of stupid.
Yeah, because you had that one T-shirt too with was it Lady Liberty?
Yeah,
Lady Liberty. Sucking off fucking Uncle Sam. Giving Uncle Sam head.
No, that shit was sick though.
That was a cool design, yeah.
Like, a lot of people didn't fuck with it because it was just too vulgar for them. But
Yeah.
I'm like, why do you guys care what people think? That's my opinion, you know? But
I'll say that's a good way right there, bro. Like, fuck what anybody thinks, because at the end of the day, you are who you are. And like, you don't want to change and be unhappy with the person you're going to be.
Yeah.
You know, you got to keep some, like, you just got to keep yourself happy.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's just you, man.
Exactly,
you know? At the end of the day, you know, you can have your family, girlfriend, whatever the fuck it is, but, you know, when it's just you got to make sure that you're good first.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
And shit,
no, definitely.
And then I think Mark was telling me about a story when you guys were in high school that you guys when Forever Ashbury was right there on Cherry. You guys were selling the pins.
Yeah.
I think it was for like breast cancer. Was it for breast cancer?
No, it was leukemia.
Leukemia.
Yeah.
And you guys raised like how much money? How much money did you guys raise?
I think it was like $1,000.
And you guys got an award for it too, right?
Yeah, at school we did. Yeah, it was this. So it started off as a project at school.
Right.
Where the project was called Be the Change. Ms. Bauer was our teacher, and the point of the project was to pick an organization and donate money and like make a bunch of shit. What the fuck are you guys doing?
What happened? I don't know.
Shut up.
I don't know what he's looking at.
You guys are sus. Alright, but so we do this project and we pick an organization and we have to do something to benefit it and we have to document the process. So I was on the barracks one day watching fucking this video about this kid named Johnny, and he was like, I think he was I forgot his age. I think he was like 13 or 14, maybe younger.
That had leukemia?
Yeah, and he had leukemia and he ended up passing away.
Wow.
And then Jim Thibault, I hope that's how you pronounce his last name, through Real Skateboards, he did this like whole little piece on him, and that's how I kind of figured out about him. You know, they have like a monthly like skate-a-thon kind of thing, and so yeah, that's how I found out about it. And I'm like, fuck, well, if I'm gonna do this project, you know, I might as well do it on something I enjoy doing. Yeah. And then I ended up doing it on skateboarding, and
worked out in your favor.
I told Johnny and Kui at Forever Ashbury, and they thought the idea was really sick. And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to like do some T-shirts or something. And he was like, oh, well, fuck, like T-shirts would be kind of like a pretty expensive thing to do. You know, like it'd be better if you guys do some little pins or something like that. And I think Kuido actually made the design, if I'm not mistaken, or one of them did. And yeah, we ended up selling those pins for $3 a piece, and we made like $1,000.
Oh shit!
Yeah. And
then $3 a piece. So damn,
we sold a good amount.
That's a lot, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we did that, and then we sent over the money to the organization, and the organization is ran by his mom. So I actually got in contact with his mom, and like me and her were like talking back and forth, and she was really like thankful and shit.
Yeah.
And, like, she was just cool as fuck about it, but yeah, like that was pretty much it. But yeah, it merely started off as just a project at school, which ended up turning out to like be something a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because after that, she even made me, my teacher, Ms. Bauer, she made me present about the project in front of my entire program at school, which was like around 700-800 students.
Flashing, look at that.
So I had to go up, and I didn't want to do it. She made me. She's like, no. I was like, oh, I don't
Stage
really
fright
know.
or what?
Yeah, I was kind of shy in high school, so I didn't really fucking. And I just hung out with my friends, and that was about it. Which were all like the skater kids, like Johnny and Mark and all those fools. But yeah, I ended up fucking. She was like, I think you should do this, and I'm like, I don't really know. Like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I should have told her, I was like, I don't want to do it. And then she was like, no, I think you should do it. I'm going to sign you up for it. And I'm like, bitch. Alright.
Like, fuck what you want.
Guess.
We'll do it when I tell you to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
and
literally, bro, so like, how auditoriums or like the assemblies would be is you go to the class where that, like, let's say it's the assembly's held third period. We go to the third period for like about 15 minutes and then walk over to the assembly, and then the assembly starts. I wrote my speech in those 15 minutes before the assembly, and like I had started maybe like 10 minutes before second period ended, and I'm walking and I have like a decent amount written, and then fucking I'm like rewriting it again in those 15 minutes. I'm like, this is way too fucking long. Like, I don't even know how much time. I was like, I was getting too detailed into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I had like a full on like half a page kind of shit, and I'm like, this is not gonna work.
That's a speech, bro. What are you talking
about? I know,
about?
but I knew it was gonna be short. You know, like I only had a certain amount of time. You know, and then they told me afterwards that I went over the amount of time I was supposed to. I was like,
y'all, bro.
Y'all didn't tell me shit. How the fuck you want me to know?
Right.
And then it was cool.
Yeah.
Apparently I made like someone cry in fucking the speech that I gave.
Damn.
Yeah, someone told me.
Lady killer, bro.
No.
My bad.
Well, it's sad. Like the kid being young, so young.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad, dude. Just
completely forgot what we were talking about.
I'm just saying, bro. Like,
my guy.
My guy. Nah, don't be bringing that shit up, dude.
My guy.
I don't want to be hearing all that, bro.
You gotta relax.
And then the screen printing. How'd you get into the whole screen? Well, obviously from the t-shirt company. Or you trying to start your own t-shirt company, but...
Yeah. Damn. Well, it started off from, like doing Toasted and like having to deal with screen printers and how annoying it can be, I guess.
Yeah.
So I bought this like Udo machine, which is like a...
Is it Voodoo?
Udo.
Oh, like, oh.
It's like an exposure unit, fan, and press all in one that you can get for like $200.
Bro. I don't know why you saying
How
me,
much you want?
I'm just trying to sip my beer, bro. Like,
you babysitting your
beer.
Go
ahead, sip your beer.
Like, babysitting your shit.
What are you talking about? This shit's like
almost
empty. You didn't even get one, so don't be talking shit.
Honestly, he's a lightweight, bro. You're a lightweight.
I don't drink.
So when you did first start the screen printing, I know you were working your first job with John, right, in downtown Long Beach.
I started interning with him.
Oh, okay.
So it happened. When did it happen? I think I had just left working at Costco, and then I had started working at a logistics office.
Making bank, I remember that too.
Yeah, I was making decent money, but I was there for like maybe 2 months, and then I was like, yo, I can't do this shit no more.
What made you quit?
What made me quit? Sitting in a desk for 8 hours and then having like an hour commute and an hour commute home. So like an hour there and then once I leave and an hour back. So it's like 10 hours of your day are gone. And then you're just like... Fuck.
Would you work every day though? Like Monday
5 days
Friday?
a week, yeah. Monday through Friday.
You good, bro.
I know.
Saturdays off?
Yeah. Well, no. It was I had Mondays and Tuesdays off.
Okay.
But I mean, still same shit.
Yeah.
You know? Like you at least get your days off back to back. Which I mean, that wasn't the problem. It was just the fact that I sat and like was at a computer all day and just I gotta be doing something.
You want to be doing some shit.
Yeah.
Just like alright.
I feel that. I can see
So
that.
yeah, I was just over that, and then I quit. I actually terminated myself from both my last jobs.
On the spot, or you get like a 2-week notice?
No. At Costco, I went in and I'm like, yo, I don't like working here. I pretty much like literally on the piece of paper.
Oh, you didn't know? Okay, that's the worst.
Wait, no. Because he asked me. My boss asked me. He was like, yo, he's like, so why are you quitting? Because he has to like report it to the company, you know. And then I like hesitated. I'm like, damn, like, do I actually? I don't know why. I overthought it, bro. I was like, do I actually tell this nigga why I want to quit, or do I just quit? And then I was like, to be honest, I don't really like working here. You know, like, I don't like dealing with people, and it's like this is just a bunch of bullshit and this and that. And
well, if you work at markets, you know how it gets. Like,
yeah.
Working.
So literally, he on like the reason as to why I quit, he wrote, does not like working with people.
That's all you said?
That's all he said.
Yeah,
and then I got that file, like I have it in my room and shit still, just because I thought it was funny. So yeah, I ended up terminating myself.
Yeah.
And then, actually it was because he also gave me a 3-hour shift, my boss, James from the
For
bus.
3 hours?
3-hour shift, yeah.
What's that even, I feel like that's just a waste of money for the company, like.
I don't know. That's their fucking problem. But yeah, I was like, I'm definitely like not coming in for a 3-hour shift.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, like, I'm mad for you not coming in.
No, I quit before I even came in.
Oh.
I went in.
This was the day of your shift.
It was the day of my shift. I was like, fuck this. I'm going in.
Hey, fuck you, going not
quit.
Never, we had a guy at the thrift store when we were working there, Ulysses.
Oh my god.
Bro. So I never like this guy just sucked at his job, bro. And at the end of the day too, they're like, "Oh, we want to talk to you."
Oh yeah, so all day like it was a pretty busy day.
Yeah, it was busy.
And all day we're just going back and forth with everything hot as shit. And then I kind of seen this coming too, like he was gonna get fired.
Oh yeah, and this dude would get heated, bro, like
big time.
Like that, bro. He's from Miami, so he had a Cubano bro. So that shit just boils up. You feel me? Like. They deal with all that nasty ass weather, it must get to you. You feel me? Like,
that's funny.
But
yeah, but they told him I'm well, you know, I'll talk to you real quick. Like, what happened? And like, pretty much you're fired.
Yeah,
like,
we're gonna fire you.
You know, we're gonna let you go because of like issues with management and like other staff and this and this. So after he said, the manager said that, he fucking flipped.
Started fucking dropping carts everywhere, throwing shit, bro. And then he went to the front of the store.
Oh yeah.
And they had to keep all the customers in, lock the doors.
Right.
He was in the front, and like he was just like bailing doors, like, "Oh, you guys are fucking racist. You guys only want to hire Mexicans."
And, it was fun. He was on a rap for like a good 20 minutes, and then he was on IG Live.
Oh yeah,
talking mad shit.
So he would always be in the restrooms, just like every Instagram live, every video on his Instagram, he's in his restroom, always smoking. And bro, when he would roll blunts, it's like the skimpiest shit I've ever seen, bro.
Yo, the skimpiest. The skimpers, man.
I hope Miami don't do it like that, but yeah, he putting shit on Miami, bro.
He's shaming you guys. Honestly, I'm sorry, but
it was sad, bro. Like
it was bad. It was really bad.
It was bad. Dude.
Shots fired.
Yeah,
Shots being fired, bro.
Yeah, that shit was crazy though.
Shots being fucking fired.
But yeah, I can never quit my job on the spot. I'm just not like that, bro.
So well, yeah, I did it back to back. I did that at Costco, and then
this man does not give a fuck, dude.
At the logistics office, I bugged out and I fucking left on the spot. And went home,
out.
And then had to sit in traffic for like an hour and 30 minutes and think about exactly what I just did. So that was a pleasant car ride home.
I feel it, bro.
And then from there, I was like, fuck, I don't know what to do. I had some money saved up, and I was like, fuck it. Like, my, I guess my mentors, which would be like Johnny and Kui, they were like, oh, you should always go and intern somewhere if you really want to learn to do something.
Yeah.
You know? And then I always heard Gary Vee talking about shit like that too, and I was like, well, fuck it, you know, like, I hit up John, and then I went through, and I'm like, yo, like, I'm trying to intern. He was like, yeah, just come through. And that was it. He specifically just said come through, and I'm like, alright, well, I would have to text him almost every day just to make sure that he was at the shop. I mean, he always was.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I just never knew, you know?
Yeah.
So I would text him every day. I'm like, yo, are you at the shop? And he was like, yeah, I'll be here at 11. I'll be here at 10 or whatever, you know? And then I started going, like, at least Monday through Friday. And was there for, like, 6 months and pretty much learned how to run the press.
And that shop was pretty cool, too. Like, it was kind of small. It was get fucking hot, but like
it was small, but this motherfucker puts in
work, bro. Yeah, dude. Yeah, all the shit you tell me, bro. Like,
you guys need screen printing done, hit up John at J Graphic Studio in downtown Long Beach. So, but yeah, I mean it's small and it gets hot, but that's because we're running a flash dryer and the other dryer.
Remember that one time I went down there. and that crackhead walking to the store.
Oh yeah.
Oh, bro. Literally, this, like, out of nowhere, like, we were bumping music too in the store.
Yeah.
And, like, he came out of nowhere. He was just fucking down. Oh, no, he was freestyling, bro.
Freestyling.
And all of us were like, oh, we always getting down, bro. And then, like, he just started spazzing and just started, like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like,
he went from a freestyle into a diss, and then like got in the homie's face.
Yeah.
And the homie was like, "Oh, all right, what's up?"
Yeah.
And then like squared up with him, and then like took it outside, and no one threw it a punch or anything.
Yeah, I'm
like,
fuck.
he was like, "Fuck y'all."
Oh, it's funny seeing the
come
fight
back.
right then and there.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
And he came out and, bro, he was freestyling out of nowhere. And
Yeah.
they were like, all right, like, we're fucking with this shit. And then just
Yeah, it was
out
just
of nowhere, bro.
whole
random.
different mood. Kind of like Kanye, just like when like.
You know, we're always just there trying to
Yeah.
fucking have a good time and just get our shit done, but
Crackhead shit, bro.
yeah, there's a lot of homeless people down there, so we gotta
Yeah.
deal with a lot of nonsense.
Weirdest experience you had at work? Like any
Probably-
fucked up, whatever.
Probably at Costco, like maybe my first or second week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I already told you guys this story, but fucking, it's like the second week I'm working there, and I'll let you know this right now. The second day I even had to work at Costco, like we had a 5 minute, was it a 5 minute? I think it was a 3 minute or 5 minute grace period, meaning we can clock in at, like, let's say your shift's at 5 and you have a grace period, meaning you can clock in at 5:03 and still not be late.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sitting in my car at 5:03, supposed to clock in at 5, and I'm like, damn, do I really want to do this?
Wait to walk in and clock in?
Yeah, I'm like, I was hating life already. I was like, I really do not like this shit at all. Because I told myself I wasn't going to work food anymore.
Yeah.
And then I ended up, like, they called me back because I had, I was originally hired as a seasonal, and then they let me go, and then they hired me again. But as a seasonal, I worked inside, so I didn't touch food.
Yeah.
And now I'm in the food court, and I'm like, man, fuck this.
Fuck.
Yeah. So, second week, it's the fucking Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, which this is a minute ago.
Yeah,
Maybe like 2 or 3 years ago now.
No, more than that, no? I feel like that's...
No, it's been like
3 years?
2 or 3 years.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
3 years.
So it's that fight, and every time there's like either a big UFC fight or a big boxing fight,
Packed.
yeah, we always get a lot of phone orders, and like it just gets ridiculous, and we always get backed up.
Right.
So I just clocked in, and I'm walking into my department, and there's literally like a mob of 30 to 50 people at the window, like just this little tiny ass window, and people are just waiting there for their fucking pizza, and I'm like, damn, like, I'm probably gonna have to work that. Sure enough, they're like, yo, Juan, go work the window. And I'm like, fuck all you. Bro, literally, alright, so I'm like putting my shit on, my apron, and then the dude cutting the pizzas is like, Juan, grab these 2 boxes and give it to the white lady outside.
My bad.
Oh,
My bad.
This motherfucker, bro.
I was like, my head real quick.
Oh, damn. This shit was stupid loud.
Like,
My bad.
Bro, that's why I was like, oh, who's behind me? Who's behind me? Oh my god.
Bring out the holy water.
God.
Start
Where's the Bible, bro? Where's your mom at, bro? Oh my god, dude.
Mom's got you.
Bro, my bad, dog. I just scratched my head.
Alright.
Anyway, continuing.
So let's get back to that. Like,
the guy cutting pizzas is like, yo, give these 2 boxes of pizzas along with those to the white lady outside. And I'm like, alright, cool. Grab the boxes of pizza, hand it to her, and I'm like, are you all good? You got everything? And she's like, yeah, I'm cool. And then some lady in like the middle of the fucking mob is like, tú eres un racista. And meaning I'm a racist in Spanish. And then I speak to her back in Spanish, and I'm like, and I question her, I'm like, yo soy un racista? And then she's like, yeah. Well, obviously she said in Spanish, she's like, you're a racist. You gave that white lady her pizza first. And I'm just like,
oh my god, bro.
I literally just clocked in. Like, what are you talking about?
Just wait for your fucking food and then
You fucking with the wrong guy, bro. That's
yeah, so then literally,
Yeah.
she said that to me, and I'm like, okay, what kind of pizza you have? And then she's like, oh, I have this and that. And then I'm like, alright, bam. And then gave her her pizzas. And
Just like that?
Yeah. And I was
Oh, gracias, mijo.
no, she was just like, she gave me a stanky look, but she was dummy hot that I
Oh,
gave
for
her
real?
pizzas. Yeah.
Bitch.
And yeah, that's probably the worst, or shittiest experience I've had at work or whatever.
Damn.
Oh,
I can't. Definitely had to be from the restaurant. I think it was when we would work like Cinco de Mayo.
Oh.
Ooh, bro, no.
Fucked up at the bar. And
oh, bro. And on number 2, there was this. There was a regular there too who would always walk in. And this dude was just fucked up, bro. And I think it was when like Trump was running for president. He was a white dude too.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit.
So it's already the end of the night, bro. We're cleaning up. It's
Make
gonna fuck
America
up.
great.
Yeah, bro. I was like cleaning around then. Then I was like, oh, can I grab your drink? Get him out the way. And he's like, hey, bro, I got a question for you, bro. He's like, how's it feel that you're gonna be going back to Mexico pretty soon? I was like,
oh, fuck
and
no,
I remember
bro.
too. I remember my other coworker Jason
no.
was just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, what did he
Yo,
just say to you?
I pressed him so hard, bro.
I know, but he was a regular, bro. So like,
I don't give a fuck, bro.
I know.
That's how you know. You
Oh,
know, like.
I know. Yeah, that had to be the worst one, dude.
I feel it.
What about you?
Well, I did deal with some racist thing at Superior when I was a cashier. I was reading up.
You had to deal with some racist things.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then in Monte, I live in Monte where it's just a bunch of Mexicans and you know.
Yeah, it's just bad, dude. It's horrible.
It's kind of bad. It's a little bad, you know.
A little bad.
But there was a white lady, old white lady who came through, and so before her there was a family, Mexican family in front of us, in front of her actually, and I'm ringing them up, getting all their items through, and like their kids go and like get candy and chips, and so it's kind of taking a while. I understand like the lady was a little frustrated.
What kind of chips?
I don't fucking know, bro. Shit, dog. Fuck. And so she was getting a little mad. So she was kind of talking smack at the family. I was like, oh, you gotta hurry the fuck up and this and this. And the dad was like, I la verga, and this and this. I was like, oh, fuck, it's getting good. And so like they go back and forth. I give the guy the change. They're on the way. I'm bringing up the white lady, and like as I'm done, as I'm like bringing her up first, like they're still bickering back and forth, just saying some shit. And then once I'm like done ringing her up, she started saying some racist shit, and I got mad. I took it like hard. I'm like, yo, hey, you don't fucking be saying that shit, this and this. I got her change and like fucking throw it. Like, yo, don't ever come up here and like telling us this and this, like a bunch of Mexicans and some fucking white dude behind her backing her up. I'm like, bro, I'll press the fuck out you too, bro. Like I started getting heated, bro. Like
Actually, hit me with the tree.
Alright, so we know you're.
I'll press your ass.
No, it already started. You're a tree hugger. Juan, we know you're a tree
why
hugger.
are you a tree hugger? Juan, no,
Yes,
no.
tell us.
Define a tree hugger.
A tree hugger is somebody who. That's all he says.
There you go. That's
A tree hugger.
Go ahead.
that is
Go.
the definition of a tree
A
hugger.
tree hugger, bro.
Define a tree hugger.
Drinks kombucha and
Kombucha. Yeah, why do you like kombucha so much?
if you drink that shit, you nasty.
You say you don't want to talk about it, but let's get into it, bro.
Come on. Ask me.
Alright,
Why?
well, you gotta cut it already.
Okay, you talk about it. Why
Ask
do
again.
you drink it? Why do you like it so much? I tried it myself before. It tastes like shit, bro. Literally straight tastes like shit.
No.
I don't know why people fuck with it. I don't know why you fuck with it, but
Hey,
It tastes good.
Everyone
What
got
the fuck?
Nah,
You're
bro.
telling me your taste palette is identical toward mine? or
okay,
to
no,
mine?
obviously two different.
Well, then why the fuck are you questioning what I like?
You like shit, bro.
It's shit. It really is shit, bro.
It's shit, like it's
It
nasty.
has no kind of flavor.
Seriously.
Like,
You guys are
none
weird.
at all.
Alright, well let's talk about Toasted making a comeback then. Since you stopped, how many years was it since you stopped Toasted?
That is a good question. Let's find out.
I know it's been a while. Well, when I used to
It
help
might be 2 years, bro.
I'm
two,
about to say 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah, because
Like what?
the last time I posted was
2017?
7/23 exactly. 2017.
and that was with the beer
It was-
bottle
yeah,
cap.
the beer bottle cap. And
Those shirts were.
I had.
Remember when I took it to a party one time? They're like, "Oh, you think you open my beer?" And I did it on my shirt. They're like, "What the fuck?" Like, I'm like, "Oh, yeah,
That's
bro."
crazy.
Yeah.
That shit was insane, bro.
2017.
Yeah.
So it's about to be 2 years. Coming up on 2 years.
And you think it's gonna come back this year, or it's still gonna wait a little bit more?
No, we'll probably. What are we in May? I'd say maybe June.
By June.
June or July, depending on. I would like to have something out by, at least something printed by the following weekend.
Okay.
But it just depends on everything I have going on right now.
Depending on how Toast is coming back, Are you adding extra, like, are you making more hoodies, more shirts this time around, or are you going to something different?
To be honest, I mean, the reason why I stopped doing it is because I had originally chewed off way more than I could bite. You know,
Okay.
like I was, well, for one, technically, like, unemployed. So I was figuring out how to make money without having to rely on a paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I was dealing with that. I was running Toasted. I was learning to start a podcast. I was learning to screen print. I ended up biting off more than I can chew, and Toasted was the first one to go. Everything else I like tried to keep fucking with. Obviously, I'm still buying and selling cars.
Yeah.
And obviously, I still occasionally work at the screen printing shop. So it was just a mixture of that, and then lately, like I've had, I mean, a lot of you guys brought up like, oh, like when are you gonna make more shit, or like, oh, people fucked with it, or like things like that, and I don't know.
Is this something you're like passionate about? Like it's
a hobby.
Okay.
It is something I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
You know, like I like expressing my ideas and being able to put it onto a T-shirt, and then seeing that people actually fuck with it.
Like, do you see it like you want this to blow up? Like,
if
like what's your ultimate picture for it at the end of the day?
I don't really want to set an expectations.
Okay.
You know, I want it to just do its thing. You know, a lot of people like to set expectations on things, and then you either fall short or
just never get.
You know, or you might be spot on. You know, like you really want it, but you know, I feel like setting expectations is just something you shouldn't really do, and I want to have fun at this point, and whatever happens, happens. You know, like if it wants to stay small, it can stay small. If it wants to grow, it'll grow. You know. Yeah. So. You know, like I'll do my thing, and my brother's working with me now, so he's gonna be handling a lot of the social media and whatnot, and the designing aspect. So we'll just see where it goes. You know, like I'm not, you know, I've always tried to set goals with it, and I've always tried to accomplish certain things, and it becomes stressful at that point. And now I'm just at the point where I just want to have fun and enjoy it, and you know, like let the ideas flow organically. Yeah. Okay. And that's pretty much, I mean, I think that's how you should do anything. You know, it's not just...
Don't make it so serious. Don't make it about business and trying to make money.
I mean, it can be that, but it's like, regardless if it's that or not, like, it's going to take time. And that's just, that's something you have to understand. It's like you guys right now, you know, like this is, what, your second, third episode or whatever? Something like that. You know, like, if you have any expectations, it's like, oh, like, trying to make a fuckload of money, and, you know, I'm not saying you guys have that, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of people do. Yeah. And it's like, just enjoy the journey. Yeah. You know? Exactly. Because that's really what it comes down to. Yeah. You know? And then you're gonna, like, let's say you do make it big as fuck, and then you look back and you're like, damn, I just hustled. Like, I didn't even give myself a day, you know? Like, you just enjoy the journey. Going at it. You know? Yeah, exactly. Working and there's nothing wrong with going at it, but it's like, you miss out on certain things, you know? Like, learning that family is very important and shit like that.
Almost
like,
definitely.
You know?
I'm definitely a family person. I love
things like that, you know? Like, I like going out to have breakfast with my mom, so... That's something we did yesterday.
Well, happy Mexican Mother's Day, by the way.
That's true.
Shout out all the Mexican moms.
For real.
We love y'all, even though y'all thought it was crazy sometimes.
Yeah, crazy ass.
They're probably not too stoked on us either.
Oh no, bro. Like my mom asked too. She's like, "Oh, is this like?" She's like, "Oh, your videos are on YouTube, right?" I was like, "Yeah, but I don't think you're gonna like them." Yeah. So I don't think you're gonna like it. Like
we finally put our first video. Like, oh yeah,
dude, I'm telling you, you should have your mom and your dad on.
Yeah, it was funny because my mom was like, "Oh, like how about if I come on the show?" And I was like.
So we're thinking about that.
We're trying to smoke up my mom.
I mean,
my mom's interesting. It'd be cool to see her on the show, like talk about like all the shit.
You just get a different perspective.
Yeah. You know? And she's a cancer survivor, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Crazy story to tell about that. Yeah. That shit was wild.
There's a lot to talk about. So.
There is. So on to her workouts now.
For real.
Trying to be a bodybuilder. Right. And then how you were saying too that how you were trying to start a podcast.
Yeah, that was around the same time I had started interning, or maybe like a couple months after. Mm-hmm. But it originally started because I was tired of listening to the same music consistently. You know, like how many times do we get into a car and like play at least the same playlist? You know,
every day.
Not the same song, but like the same playlist.
Every day.
I just got tired of that repetition, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna listen to something else. You know.
Well, you're very picky as well, so.
I mean, I have a fuckload of music in my phone if you actually want to go through it.
Okay, but how much of that music do you actually listen to?
That's what I've listened to all of it, but I'm saying is I just get tired of listening to it repeatedly. It's like reading a book or watching a movie on repeat. You don't do that. Consistently every day?
Not every day, but
you at least listen to the same song, like
numerous times,
2 or 3 times a week.
Oh, more way.
Exactly.
Depending on what it is.
I personally don't like that. I get tired of it.
Okay.
You know,
I can see that. I can see that. I
so
can see why you get tired of it.
And I was just like, okay, I want to do this. And I don't really like looking for music. That's just me.
Yeah.
But you know, I just listen to completely different shit than you guys do. You know, like I don't listen.
A little bit. There's some shit we kind of listen to.
Yeah, obviously, but I just listen to
Beethoven.
No, yeah, there's some Beethoven on my phone. There's some Mozart on my phone. You know, I ain't gonna lie.
I took a class on it too in high school. In college. That was my first class ever in college. Was music appreciation. That doesn't be about like hip hop and like.
Fuck no, bro. I had that shit in high school.
Bro, all music is copied from like 5 artists back in the day.
But it makes it sound so good, bro.
It does.
The fact that they've been getting so creative with it now, like, just makes music that more exciting, dude.
You got like way more variety.
But are you talking about people producing, or are you talking about?
I'm talking about producers. That's all I'm talking about. I'm talking about producers.
Because music is pretty shitty.
Okay, for some people, yes. Even the artists.
More mainstream, I would say, yeah. Like there are some just out there, but like if you actually like take time and listen to like some underground artists, you'll see that there's a lot of talent.
Oh no,
right,
definitely.
You know?
Even the artists themselves, like they've been getting like way crazier with like how they just give off a verse. Like it just sometimes it sounds way different than.
Like I mean, you get some of those people that like sound the fucking same, even though like another person, like they're just trying to follow the same flow.
I think it's really cool when people produce like everything from start to finish.
Yeah, definitely.
Like Post Malone does that, right?
Honestly, I'm not too sure about that. I mean, there's tons of artists.
I want to say or at least he produces his own beats.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But like just people like that are very inspiring because they're just like, man, fuck the middleman, I'm gonna do this shit myself.
All right, guys. So Juan, thank you very, very much for hanging out with us today. Thank you for the homie Juan.
Yes, thank you, Juan, for coming on the show.
Thank you guys for having me.
First person anytime, man. We'll definitely have you, another time.
Yeah, we'll have you on the show. You'll be seeing more of Juan Perez on the show.
Maybe. No, I'm just kidding.
Talking about his environmentalist issues and whatnot. She hugger. We want to thank you guys. Thank you for watching the show today.
Thank you very much.
Don't watch this.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Shut up, Juan.
Have a good night.